everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Redskins going up against the Cowboys.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. The play clock's running down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Crowder. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. Fighting his way through contact. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Defense showing blitz. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd down following the run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Elliott. And some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the former Redskin. Here's Alfred Morris. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. So out now come the Redskins. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third and long for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. Airing one out for Crowder. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now they try the right side here. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
12 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now this is Crowder on the end around. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And a give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They'll run it with Pirine, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Pirine unable to bull his way in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. First down carry by Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stock troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now a handoff working right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, he shifts past him. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. On third down, it's Bass, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Crowder now to return. A little juke. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Cousins gives this to Pirine. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to throw. Completes it right side to Doxson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye on 3rd down. That's Bass, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Again, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Prescott. 20, Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 49 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Prescott now. Finding room at the 30. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're at training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. I think this defense is tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. first and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Prescott now on second down. Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually beat?
And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Eight yards to go here on second down. Prescott from the gun. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now Prescott. And he finds Beasley complete. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Second down, Prescott. Looking downfield for well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. Gets around him. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50. The 30. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll go to P-Ryan trying to pound it in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They toss to P-Ryan. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Wilbur coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And McManus able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there, as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on 1st down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of it. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff working right. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Rush. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great play there, saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. He'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No. Check. Patriot.
To throw on second down. Rush. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing on third and long. Rush. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Rush. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.